Hello everyone and welcome once again to another commentary video. This time I'm gonna focus on the openings of this map, Cross Country Rivalry. It's a new map of Global League, but it's a map that has its ancestor, which is Cross Town Rivalry, and it's a very similar map. I don't remember exactly the similarities and the differences. Well, I remember the similarities. Both maps had this airport locked with a missile, but the other one I don't remember exactly what are the differences. I will put the map into the screen right now with the magic of edition. But first of all, I'm gonna present the co-commenter of this video, Raizo, that is with me today. Hi, Raizo.
Yes, hello. I'm back for another one of these commentary videos because the last one was a lot of fun. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a former top 10 fog player, looking to be one again. And yeah, this map is kind of triggers a lot of pleasant memories for me because I joined Global League about a year ago when the original inspiration for this map, Crosstown Rivalry, was in rotation.
Yeah, I
And
played
some pretty fun
the
games on
map
that
a
one.
lot too. I remember that it was the map that I played to be able to hit 1100 or something like that. I played the map and hit a milestone with it. I don't remember exactly which one. But this is a tier
Yeah,
2 match, and as you can see, it's a baseline map. So you could say that Olaf has a bad time on this map. But Light and Strike, which is a very it's a it's an, like a guy who plays a lot of advanced wars via web and has many ALS accounts and plays all modes, have chosen Olaf for this map. Well, what do you think is the argument to pick Olaf in this map?
yeah. Olaf to me kind of feels like a half measure between playing max and going for a very aggressive early game, which is something that you see pretty regularly on base light fog maps, and playing Eagle, who tends to scale well here because, as we'll probably see in this replay, pretty much every game on this map goes this way. It's kind of like a side trade map, and Eagle excels in those kind of situations. Ah.
This is gonna be a quick game. We are gonna focus on the opening, and then we are gonna talk another about another match. So we are gonna try to figure out how to open this map. The openings tends to change depending on what CO you are playing and against what, but there should be more or less similar for most COs. So let me.
Yeah, I think that day four artillery is pretty much forced because you want to dislodge your opponent's missile from on top of the airport and take it yourself. And at the same time as you do that, you want to push on the opposite corner of the map and take the com tower in front of what's going to be your opponent's airport.
Kanbei didn't go for the artillery day 4 as you predicted,
Yeah,
but maybe Olaf. No, Olaf won't have enough money because of the recon. So
yeah,
neither
it's
of them.
interesting that we're reaching day five already and neither player has built an artillery yet. That I don't think I've had a single game on this map yet where that's happened.
I had one game on this map and it was a friendly match because I wanted to try this map because it looked very fun to me, and it was max mirror if I remember correctly, and I build the artillery like deck 6-7, something like that. The problem with max artillery is that you take one more turn to reach the missile because you have to get into the forest and you don't have enough movement to go from here to here.
Yeah, that hurts. And also, of course, even when you do that, it's still max artillery. So it's not going to be as useful when you start fighting over the com tower next to the airport.
Yep. And here on this map, I feel like, well, in most baseline maps, recons are stronger than normally because
Yeah,
you don't have as many units to get vision from, and also um, infantry count is so valuable, and recons can deal with infantry, and you don't want to attack your tank. You don't want to attack a recon with your tank because then that recon will be probably covered by a tank, and then yeah, it's like you get first strike by a tank. So
yeah, definitely. I think that you should build recons on this map. At least one, maybe two, and probably continue pumping them out throughout the entire game.
yeah, I think bare minimum is one recon, but I could recommend at least two because there is two fronts on the map, and
Mhm.
so in fog I could normally recommend to have one recon from for each front basically. And if you are eagle, you want to have at least two recons to set up your lantern strike. This is something for the long game, but you want to have your recon prepared for that.
I'm surprised to see both players being so aggressive with their caps because they didn't see the artillery show up from their opponent. Obviously, missiles have great range, great vision range,
Yeah,
the
five.
same as a recon. So if your opponent doesn't build a day for artillery, you're going to notice that it's not arriving on time. And from that information, you can conclude that your opponent has probably built a recon and they're going to be aggressive with it.
Or they are rushing tanks and they have a lot of tanks, maybe two. But I don't know if not wielding an artillery makes you have the tank one day earlier. I would say yes. I didn't do the math.
I'm
But
not sure that day five or day four tank is possible. I think day five is the earliest.
okay, let's check real quick. So here, if you rush the earliest properties as player one, uh, mm, let's see, only infantries. Day four, no, day four is not possible. But day three is not possible. But day four, if it was not for the recon, it could have been possible. Day four, a tank. Yeah, it could have been possible if not for the recon, because it could have had like a cake exactly for one infantry and one tank.
Oh,
So
Lightning Strike could build a day four tank? That's interesting.
no, he didn't. But if he didn't
He
have
could
the
have.
recon, he could have gone the tank instead. But I
Hmm.
agree with the recon. Anyways, we were here. Kambe to hit KO this infantry, and Olaf is taking the slow route for the airport, which is
Yeah, I'm not sure what Lightning Strike is thinking here, but he can't afford to pretty much idle an infantry for the 3 or 4 turns it's going to take. I don't know off the top of my head to kill that missile by itself. It needs to be on the front and contesting that comm tower. That's another reason why I think going artillery early is pretty good because it can just take out that missile ASAP and you can focus on capturing that comm tower, which is highly contested.
yeah, and there are some decent placement for artillery. Like since it's a small map, you don't have to worry as much as the front switching things, and that the artillery is coming now too late. Like I think this infantry will be able to kill this missile with a good roll next turn. So it's kind of pointless at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Lightning Strike is a solid player, but I really, really disagree with this call of using an infantry to take out a missile on property.
And he Kambe could have rushed the airport like 2 turns earlier than he did. So he could have started building copters day 11. So on this map, as late as possible, you want to have anti-air prepared to arrive here day 11, more or less. So you,
Yeah, that's another point in favor of taking the airport as early as possible. It makes your opponent build less tanks because they need to build anti-air. And generally, I would rather have a composition of tanks and B-copters rather than tanks and anti-air.
yeah, and right now I'm not liking too much the capture game of Lightning Strike because he's going to grab these properties on the side, but there is a recon to contest them, and there is no tank to cover them, and he's not able to do the
Yeah, at
same
this
with.
point, go ahead.
No, 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 I just said the my phrase. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah. At this point, Lightning Strike isn't going to take the com tower and be upper left, so he's going to have to. And Kappa is going to start capping his com tower, so Lightning Strike is going to have to start fighting underneath Kampai's artillery and his recently captured airport if he doesn't want to get double com towered.
And the worst of the things is that the lightning strike, ironically, is not too far from being fired, because if you look at it, it's almost halfway through, basically. So that's I could say 3 to 4 turns, and we will see a lightning strike from Kambe, and that's very scary because Olaf has not been able to deal damage to Eagle.
And wasting an artillery shot to kill a 1 HP missile.
I mean,
But
it's
it's pretty much his best option because he needs to start capping that airport ASAP.
yeah.
And if he attacked with the infantry, it would just have delayed the cap even more.
Oh, look at this artillery in the forest.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't really consider that property that Lightning Strike is fighting over to be something that you can contest, just because of how quickly it can be reinforced and all the low defense terrain around it with bridges and shoals and roads.
The
Very
anti-air
dangerous.
from lightning strike, I would say it's one day late, in my opinion, because you want to be here the day the copter appears, so you can. I mean, he has no presence because he has lost it this turn. But if you have an army around here to support your anti-air, you can bring your anti-air around this area and block the copter going this way and force the copter going this way completely backwards, so it cannot evolve and develop like you could say it on chess. Wow, this is a massacre.
Yeah, Lightning Strike got punished pretty hard for extending into range that of Kanpei's double bases,
I
at least
think,
within range that Kanpei could reinforce any units fighting there
yeah,
immediately.
and this is, I would say it's not 100% GG, but I would say this 100% GG. A good player with this amount of advantage that Kanbei has right now is not gonna throw the game easily.
No. And this is the kind of situation where Olaf uses his scop, but doesn't really get a super commanding advantage.
No.
And in this matchup, that's not good. You need to have a really good scop turn as Olaf against Evil.
Yeah.
Try to force him to use his own Lightning Strike, his own scop, on the same turn that you have a Winter Fury or whatever up. So he has to attack with massive movement penalties. And that's just not happening here.
Right now, Lightning Strike is about to happen, but to be honest, there is not too many units to use. Although this anti-air that move here to kill one infantry was not a good idea at all.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Conte does in the upper left-hand corner. I think that in the lower right, he's going to kill stuff and pressure a comm tower cat. Okay, it looks like he chunked the infantry, lightning strikes
Oh,
infantry,
look at
capping
that
the
1
comm
HP
tower.
tank giving vision.
Yeah,
I mean, he has only
well,
like
a decopter by on a lightning strike turn. Interesting.
wow. Kanbei is miming, I think. Yeah, Kanbei.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, building a transport unit so you can lightning strike and start transporting stuff immediately the next turn. That's funny.
I think
Okay, yeah.
he's
Uh,
maybe he's not miming, but almost miming. Oh my god.
okay,
He
yeah.
joined it? Did he join? I joined it? I'm blind? Yes, he joined
Let's
this
rewind. I missed it.
this tank here.
Oh, he combines it. Does he build something with that?
An infantry.
Okay.
I mean,
More power to him, I guess.
if he didn't build a T-copter, he didn't have to. But, I mean, the T-copter, what is gonna do?
Yeah, it's an interesting choice, to be sure.
I mean, it's gonna give him a lot of tempo, that's for sure, but... Wow. That's very sad use of 2 tanks, full HP.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, double anti-air forced because of the... Oh wow.
Yeah, no. Ray has double comp towers. He's going to deal a lot of damage. I wonder if he's going to deal enough damage for Lightning Strike to... Gosh, it's confusing that the player named Lightning Strike doesn't have the Lightning Strike ability. But okay, I was going to say I wonder if he's going to get Scop again, but not quite.
No, not quite. I think this is a GG completely. Like, yeah. What will you get about this opening? Like, get your airport earlier. Like, we don't see not even one copter from the Olaf, from Lightning Strike, and we also we see that he has lost completely control of this area because of the airport. So, and this should have happened here too, but it's much more slower because of no airport. So
Yeah, I think that's important to get that airport online as early as possible so you can constantly produce B-copters from it.
or
Because,
at least have the threat to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
you
mean,
force the
like
anti-air and then it's one less tank to face your tank and your artillery. That's much more less scary. But anyways,
yeah, like
let's...
you can just keep on pumping out B-copters from the airport and reinforcing with tanks and threatening with your infantry, threatening gaps with your infantry, and basically your opponent will be able to hold on to that comm tower. So yeah, it's a comm tower trade map. I guess the goal is to take swap with comm towers with your opponent while trying to delay your own comm. But the fact that your opponent is producing air units from an airport at like how many tiles away? That's like 5 tiles away, 6 tiles away. Means that you won't be able to hold on to that comm tower forever after securing it during cap phase.
You could wheel a rocket in this base and move it here, and it covers the comm tower. So
yeah, but here's the funny thing: you can also build an artillery, and artillery lock the comm tower in the same amount of turns, if not faster.
Yeah, but the advantage of the rocket is that you can put it here and wall it with a forest and a city within range of your base almost one day.
I mean, yeah, you can. I don't know. I'm not convinced. This isn't something that happens in the next replay, is it?
Yeah, it's okay. Whatever. Let's jump to the second match.
Okay, no spoilers. Spoilers.
Okay, guys, the replayer for some reason is giving me errors, so we are gonna spectate on the site that is likely still not deleted. So apologize for the lower quality, but we will have to deal with this. So, anyways, what do you think about the picks?
Sonia, very interesting pick. Rachel is the obvious pick on base light, simply because there's less inventory around for you to worry about. Your opponent is going to have a harder time redirecting the missile that is supposed to hit their infantry away from the fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, like the map tends to be smaller on base fight, so you can get vision of more areas and determine where your missiles are going to hit with greater accuracy. Sonia, I think she's going to live or die here based on her B copter usage, because Sonia B copters are actually quite strong.
Also, I want to mention that 222 is also lightning strike. He has many alts, guys, so that's already a meme among the community. And I was surprised.
Well, I don't know if it's a meme, but it's something I like to bring up a lot because I think it's funny. I don't know why he has so many accounts, but in any case, I'm curious to see how he decides to take this game, see what he does differently, because this happens after the game with combat.
Day 4 artillery on the map, as you predicted on the other commentary.
But yeah, I really think it's the way to go. But let's see what Lightning Strike can accomplish with that day 3 recon.
See if
he can.
He didn't learn the lesson, and he still goes for the day 3 recon, which delays the capture of the airport by 1 day at least. So let's see if
he didn't build an artillery on day 5 either, despite having the option to do so. Or day 4.
I mean,
day 5? Yeah, day 5. He did not build the artillery on day 5. There we go.
You can also try to go APC mech, but I don't think that's...
Man, I am no cynic. I don't know about that one.
I have seen people do
Maybe if you want a meme on somebody, I bet. But I wouldn't recommend it.
That's not very recommended. And Com Tower's trade maps are very weird because you want to capture your Com Tower, but it's not... It's like Normandy map. It's weird because if you don't capture it, then you are gonna fight against 2 Com Towers with none. And this infantry didn't get hurt. Okay, it's the replayer being replayer. I think this match is a bit buggy, so we're gonna...
Yeah.
That's way... It was giving...
Wasn't paying super close attention to Sandhunter's cap phase, but I feel like he skipped some properties to rush down the Com Tower quicker, just because of the state of the board right now.
Also, I want to point out something about Sonia that allows her to capture this while shooting this, because she has more vision. Yeah. That's something that is quality life change. Well, not quality life, but it's very, very nice. And this recon is gonna have so much vision. Like the one recon is gonna cover the entire map, and it's gonna be crazy.
Sandhunter is going to know exactly where Lightning Strike is sending his units after every buy, just from that one recon. If he gets into a good forest position, or even places in the lab in the center of the map.
And okay, so right now...
at least Lightning Strike is attacking the missile with an infantry again, but at least this time he has artillery backup in a reasonable amount of time.
I think right now this artillery will shoot and then the infantry will kill it. So it will save 1 turn of the artillery, so the artillery can go earlier towards the help somewhere else. Maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to die next turn. You rarely see missiles, so I don't know how durable they are, really.
Not very much, but I think they are more durable than normal indirects, such as artillery or rockets. And okay.
Okay, he kills it.
I think
That's
I
good.
know why it's backed. It's because Sonia. Sonia always messes with the HP values because of
Yep.
her incognito HP. So yeah, we are gonna have to guess the.
Okay, Lightning Strike just delivered quite a coup here by killing that infantry before it could cap the airport. That hurts for Sonia.
Yeah.
Because now she has no infantry nearby to take that airport with.
She will have to go with this one that will get there within 3 turns instead 2 turns, and now this one won't be able to pressure the middle. So that's a big win by Lightning Strike.
And also, just for record, I think that you can just stick the infantry. You can place the artillery where Lightning Strike has it now, and then next turn you can move an infantry to a forest, and then you can attack with the artillery, and then the following turn you can attack with the artillery again and start capping with the infantry. So it's not like you need to really leave your infantry idle very long to get vision on the airport anyways. So I think that what Sonia did with capturing that contested property was kind of cute and something that only she can do, but I don't really think it was worth the risk of losing your infantry that would be capping the airport, especially considering it would delay the cap by a turn anyways.
And that also makes Sonia predictable in a way, so you can counter that move with your recon and 1 infantry prepare to ham for that infantry and to hit KO.
Yeah.
Normally
So Lightning Strike is going to get an airport online several turns earlier than the Sonia player is, which I think is going to be a huge advantage. Yeah. He can start producing tank, B-copter infantry. He's going to have enough income for it as well.
Yeah, I think Lightning Strike learned the lesson from his match against Kambe, and now he knows how much important are the airports. And even though he didn't rush it, he is pressuring around the airport with this recon right now. I mean, you cannot see the vision it has, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It covers. It doesn't see this infantry yet, but it's a lot of.
Sonia is in a really rough spot here with Lightning Strike contesting those 2 properties in the middle and also being down an airport on the side. She is ahead in income though for now.
Yeah, although I couldn't trust too much this, because they sometimes get buggy on the web until you refresh, but I'm not gonna risk.
Yeah, let's see what happens next turn.
Okay.
So it looks like it was right this time. I won't trust it. Thanks for a warning.
Yeah, don't trust it, because I have been debated before in Global League matches, and it tilted me quite a lot.
But yeah, I think what happens is it gets screwed up when you watch for replay. Usually if you refresh after watching for replay, it fixes itself, is what I've seen.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it for the sake of the video. So let's hope it's correct.
Ooh, the second artillery.
That's kind of ballsy against Sonia, because Sonia will very likely know where is that artillery.
Yeah. On the other hand, artillery are quite strong against Sonia, because when an artillery attacks Sonia, it doesn't counterattack. No counterattack bonus. And of course, Rachel synergizes well with artillery because usually in Fog, you need to group up your units if you want to break a wall and kill an artillery. And Rachel likes having all the enemy units grouped together into one ball like that.
And also Sonia, even though she will know where is the artillery, she will have a harder time getting to that artillery because of her bad luck.
No, dude, no. Sonia built a missile.
What the?
What?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's not the correct response. No. This isn't going to end well for her. No.
No. I mean,
it's funny. Like, she started with a missile lock on an airport, and now she's going for a missile lock on an airport again after losing the first missile. Wow.
How many days? Okay, here day 1, day 2, day 3.
Yeah, that forest is going to be like a brick wall.
Like day 4 will reach here.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
Day 16 will be here. This missile, like what?
Yeah, I mean.
And the copters can go this way.
I mean, buying missile is always cool, you know? I mean, it's such a rarely seen unit. But here, I think it's kind of like a 5-head type move, or it's a little too clever, a little clever by half, as they say.
I mean,
I think that
to be honest,
response is an anti-air.
To be honest, it's not the first missile we see on this map.
Oh no. There's going to be more?
I mean, no, there were already 2, man.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Like I said, starts with a missile lock. Now we're in the mid-game and there's more missiles out in the field.
Look at this clueless picopter that is gonna die against a missile shoot. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, I would still be pretty scared as Sonia because like it's going to take so long for that missile to get into a position to actually help. If Lightning Strike just yeets his battlecopter over the next couple turns, it's going to be fine.
I think this is a roll if the Recon is low enough on the HP. If it's on the low 80s, I think this is a roll. As Sonia is a very
it's hard to tell because we don't know the chip damage.
I mean, we have the calculator. We can use the calculator because we are...
Yeah, but it doesn't tell us the chip damage. We don't know if that was like a high 9.
No, but we can tell that even though if it's at 81, it won't die, man. Because look.
Oh yeah.
So we can know some things. Not the chip damage, but we can know. Because for the people that doesn't know, this recon could be either at 0.1 HP, like 1% out of 100, or it could be at 10%. So that means that if it's at 10%, infantry is not very likely to kill it, but if it's at 1% HP, very weakened infantry is super likely to kill it. And that's something you have to keep in mind because there is situations where you can determine that. For example, if you have a 2 HP unit and Olaf uses the Winter Fury, that unit, this recon for example, would drop to 0.1 HP and you will kill it with any type of damage. So you can sack your 3 HP infantry into the recon. For example, imagine you are a normal CO. See, if this recon is at 1 HP, you will always kill it with this infantry. Always. You won't miss this. But if you are Sonia, you might miss it.
Yeah, that negative luck.
Man. Anyways.
But yeah, recons on 3-star terrain like silos or properties are surprisingly durable. It sucks that you need to commit 2 tanks to try and get them all. Even when they already took some damage and they're at 9 HP.
And remember guys, we cannot see the damage we dealt on this turn, but we can kind of guess.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Ooh, that was a good roll.
Yeah, sometimes attacking a Sonya unit on a city hurts even more than
Yeah,
attacking a Lash
I,
unit
I,
on a city.
I'm gonna use the calculator because we have it not. I'm not used to it. Like, look, if you attack from 0 star terrain, you will get more damage. Even if you first strike a Sonya, and if you attack from planes, you will get the same amount of damage. Even is likely to get hit by more. Like, look, this is amazing. You see?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Lightning Strike doesn't have an artillery to try to get those Sonya units off the cities. Both his artillery are on the opposite side of the map.
Yes. So actually, Sonya, I
And
think
Sonya went for a medium tank too. Wow.
I think that's a very
Very
good buy.
interesting buys
I
coming
think
from Sand
I
Hunter
think
this
it's a very
game.
good buy as Sonya, because a medium tank from Sonya is an unstoppable force. You cannot attack that unless you have
Yeah.
something such as an indirect on range, which is not likely because you are Sonya and you will see everything, or a bomber. You don't want to attack that. Let's see. Because right now Sonya, it's time to pop off from Sonya. And remember, Rachel is gonna most likely use the superpower to counter this push. So Sonya has to be very careful.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
So that's why the medium tank, man. Because with the
okay
missile,
for missile manipulation. Okay.
and the missile at 7 HP will do the same as at 100% HP. Missiles do a lot of damage against air units, as you can see. Look, like they do.
Yeah, I you don't see missiles, so you don't see how good they are. But yeah, they hurt.
Anyways,
Yeah, the awkward thing about going medium tank though is that it's not going to do anything about Lightning Strike's airport really. Like, Lightning Strike won't be able to kill the medium tank with B-copters very reliably, but the medium tank is also not going to really deter the B-copters in any way.
So the missile is gonna likely land here.
And Sonya goes for a second medium tank too. Sonya is going for big tech.
Okay, I think Sun Hunter did a mistake with some of the tanks placements, but maybe he didn't. Okay, the infantry one is gonna land here for sure. The value one is gonna land here with a medium tank, and the HP one, I think it's gonna land here too. Okay, so
yeah, it's funny though because Lightning Strike is playing against Sonya. He's not going to know. He's not going to get any sort of feedback on where these missiles land until next turn at the earliest.
yeah, that's also because as Rachel, sometimes you want to kill some units. Because I was training on the Stalingrad, the base light version of Stalingrad, and I was playing a Rachel Mirror against Mr. Not So Cool, and I gathered my G-copter around my tank and my infantry, and I was preparing to misdirect all the 3 missiles into that, but he was able to pick up my G-copter with an anti-air, and that anti-air completely make me get hit by 2 missiles into my main army, and
wow, well play, well play.
Yeah, I end up winning anyways because he was being very aggressive into my strong side, but it was very annoying, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll have to check that game out. Lightning Strike is in a bad situation here because he's attacking Sonya on counter break with the same type of units. Like, it's okay to attack Sonya with her Scop Up. It is, but you need to triangle her You need
Yeah,
to use tanks to attack AA. You need to have B copters attack tanks.
but
If you do tank on tank, it's not great.
you don't know
And
where the missile dropped, man. This tank might
yeah,
have 1 HP, or 2 or 3, or you don't know. You don't know. You lack
yeah.
information. Critical information, man. Like, it's. Oh my god. But
Okay.
this.
Looks like Lightning Strike might double Calm Tower him. Just
Yeah.
2 capture points away from getting double Calm Tower. And yeah, that Calm Tower cap is backed up by 2 artillery as well.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, like that medium tank is going to have a really hard time. If it continues. Okay, looks like he's sending the medium tank away, which is the right call. You can't attack a medium tank into a force of artillery, infantry, and B copters and expect a particularly good result.
No. I think it was a purchase for the long game, so this will mix red all the missiles and also will be able to go this way.
Yeah, is he going to hold on for the long game though? That's the question. Because Lightning Strike is in a great position.
Yeah, and Rachel scales quite well with her superpower, and Sonia is not a CEO that scales very well.
No, she's not. I do like that cheeky little recon though.
Yeah, it's giving a lot of vision, right? 1, 2.
I wonder if
5, 6.
it's going to survive all game or if Lightning Strike is going to face check that bush for some reason.
I hope so. Like, it's giving a lot of intel. And let's check out the
Yeah, and Lightning
income.
Strike still doesn't have an artillery out there. Though Sonya, it's attacking from cities, attacking from forests, are a real terror.
Mhm. Because right now, Sonia is in a weird situation because she is not winning anywhere. She has to.
No.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, but Lightning Strike is going to be in trouble soon here. I mean, that's 2 medium tanks coming up. And a B copter with
Yeah, she's gonna
like
lose now
his
here.
anti-air out of range.
The Rachel, but she's gonna. The fact that Rachel is fighting so much and is holding on this com tower is making her, is benefiting her. You know what I mean? Every engagement is 10% less damage that Rachel takes from not losing this. So, I mean, I was gonna say that Rachel can.
Yeah, and Sonya without a com tower to her name. Ouch.
Yeah, it's like less than 100% firepower.
Yes. It's like you're doing Sturm levels of damage almost.
Oh no, the recon.
Oh, he found the recon. No.
I mean,
one thing I do like that Lightning Strike is doing is that he's starting to chain B copters to the upper left-hand corner of the map. I think that's like the ideal end game state for you is securing the com tower in your corner next to your airport, and then chaining B copters across the map to take the com tower next to your opponent's airport back.
You know what? What I would have done with this?
Why not, dude? Why not? It's
I
dead
would have
anyways.
put it here or here. Probably here.
I guess then he would have had to get vision on it. Yeah.
Yes.
But even if he had built B copter, he would have gotten vision on it, I think.
But it's a possibility, you know. Okay, medium tanks.
Yeah, now Lightning Strike is. He's probably quite surprised. Like, he thought that everything was going well. He didn't see any evidence of Sonya medium tanks out there. And now suddenly he has 2 of them right on the doorstep of his main army.
The annoying thing when you are Rachel and you face Sonia, is that you cannot tell where the missiles land. And if, for example, you're facing any other CO and you see that the enemy army on the front line didn't get hit by the missile, you know that it's probably that the enemy has a medium tank misdirecting some of the missiles. So
Yeah,
that's
but
valuable information that Lightning Strike lacks right now.
he could have surmised it, given like the fact that his trades in the upper left went really poorly, so that would indicate that the missiles didn't hit up there. But even then, he's just guessing.
Yeah. And right now, Sonia is 2k behind on income. She might get eventually the com tower, but right now
She's 2k behind on income, down a com tower, and yet I'm not sure that she's losing. I'm not sure that she's losing. That's the crazy part.
Yes, it's like maybe, but maybe not. You are not sure.
Also, I'd like to point out that I'm pretty sure that the missile that Sandhunter built has just been a missile sponge. A Rachel missile sponge. It's still on 6 ammunition. It hasn't fired a shot. It's just vision. It's like a shitty recon with half as much movement.
Yeah, it's like a crippled recon. It has the same movement as a recon bite, halved, basically. Okay, the missile is moving slowly. Sure.
Yeah, if the missile actually gets a shot off, man, I'd eat my hat.
Do you know what I think he's doing? I think he's biting with this infantry to a copter or something.
Yeah, if Lightning Strike is smart, he'll just hover his mouse over that capping infantry and see that it's still on 18 capture points. You can do that, by the way.
Yeah. But
is he gonna fall for it though?
It's like the cheapest trick you can do on the book. And this artillery here is pretty safe, not because of this anti-air, but because of this.
Okay, now it's all coming together. Now all the pieces are coming into place.
Okay, so is the missile
like, yes, exactly as I planned.
Where did it land?
Good question.
I think it landed. Wow, I have the infantry.
His infantry are pretty well spread out. I think that the infantry one would have had to hit the bottom, right?
It's here, the infantry one, and because it's the most upper left, and there is 2 infantries. And
does infantry HP matter? I thought HP mattered.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah.
I should know that as someone who plays Rachel a lot.
And I learned this on my Rachel Miro because I basically I thought the same as you, and there were like 3 infantries on the top left of my opponent, and instead of killing one of them, there were 3. I put all of them at 1 HP, and you know where the missile dropped? It dropped onto these 3 1 HP infantries, and it hit my bomber. That yeah, and I was pissed about that. Anyways, I think the value one is gonna land here, the infantry one is gonna land here, and then the HP one is gonna land on this artillery. Like if you see, yeah, I think it's gonna land here.
Yeah. Of course, Lightning Strike is just going to see a full HP artillery.
If I was Lightning Strike,
he's probably going to treat it as a greater threat than it actually is.
I would have moved my infantry to get vision or something, because he's super blind right now. He needs a recon.
Yeah.
If he kills this infantry, this missile could have landed here instead. So that could have been maybe more value. But I don't know. He doesn't know that this. Well, yes, he knows because it's capturing. So actually, this should have not started the capture. To do the mind games, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay. He doesn't attack it. Speed capture. This ends up being very good for him.
Remember,
because it's
guys,
out of range of the missile.
This is not a one-shot because the missile dropped here, one of them, so this is probably a 7 HP infantry on a city. But remember, it's packed because it's Sonya and we don't see the HP values, so we are role-playing, guys. We are role-playing. Imagine you are facing Sonya with us. You have to guess, basically. Anyways, let's check where the...
Yeah, now it looks like Lightning Strike is slowly starting to crawl forward with that 2 artillery and do what Kanpe did to him last turn, pretty much making it so he can't leave that base.
Counter break. Okay, that's that anti-air. Ooh, that's
now we got a B-copter and B-copter engagement, which is pretty good for Sonya.
That was a very, very, very bad roll, or it's just me?
Like I'm not sure actually. I think without comm towers, engagements are already pretty bad. B-copter on B-copter engagements.
Look at this, dude. It was not. Yeah, it was average. Right. It was average. Okay.
Yeah.
But still, this seems like a Drake copter right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess one thing that Sonya has going for her is that she's got her entire army fighting at the same place, but Lightning Strike has a huge amount of value on the bottom of the map.
Yeah, she's able to hold on this without any units at all, almost. Only a couple of infantry and the vehicles that come by from the reinforcement chain.
Yeah, that's the thing you need to keep in mind with artillery use. Like, you can spam a lot of artillery and use them to win in one section of the map, but like, what happens after you win that section?
Dude, are you seeing the same as me? Look at this infantry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird vision bug, I think.
What? Okay.
Oh, he got trapped. He got trapped.
He got trapped, but okay.
I think.
Yes. The replayer gets crazy whenever Sonya is in place. Like, I don't know why, but it's like...
Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that damage calculator doesn't consider counter break at all. So you need to manually set Sonya as the attacker in those kind of situations.
Yeah, it's so annoying, to be honest.
Yeah,
Sonya
I
needs more
understand
love.
why it doesn't do that already. I feel like it would be pretty easy to code.
Also, right now, he finally, Lightning Strike has a recon coming, and he's forced to win double anti-air. But he's gonna lose this city, and that will equalize somewhat the funds, not much, because look at the value right now, 4k behind. That's all.
I hope that Sonya doesn't try to sack infantry to delay that cap, because we're not even going to kill the infantry on the city. Even if they get like the maximum possible roll, it's impossible for them to kill for 2 Sonya infantry to kill an infantry FOH in the city.
Yeah, because if you didn't see the copter, I mean, it's naive to think there is no copters. So even if you don't see it, and you know that there is 2 artillery, because you have seen these 2 artillery, so it's naive to think you have a possibility against this with only the tank and the infantries.
I would start getting nervous as Sonya here. Like, that artillery mass is just getting closer and closer to your base.
Yep. This is a 2-hit KO for sure.
With double comm towers, definitely. Usually B-copters don't do all that much damage to recons, but
55.
I guess it's not bad. It's not as much as a tank, though.
Tank does 85, and anti-air does 65. And infantry 15. And I know all of this because I have done.
Oh my god, look! A missile! It finally fired a shot.
Oh, okay.
There it goes. There it goes.
The missile misdirect 2 missiles from Rachel and got a shot. That's it.
Yeah, after 9 days, I think he built it on day 11. After 9 days, it's finally starting to earn itself in by inflicting direct damage to the lightning strike and not just tanking up missiles.
Wow, I think this medium tank was not a
I
good
mean,
idea.
if he had counter break, if he was close to counter break,
Yeah,
maybe, but he's not even close.
or if he had like artillery around here, but a medium tank, not even full HP one against, you know that there is gonna be two because you have seen them.
I guess he feels like he needs to throw vehicles at lightning strike to cover that capping infantry. Maybe. Okay, lightning strike has overextended again, unfortunately. Now his artillery are dying, and medium tanks are nowhere near to help.
To be honest, I thought that Lightning Strike had the game this turn, but this was not a very good push with the artillery. It was very ambitious.
Yeah,
So
I think he needed to get that recon out earlier and scout more to understand better what he was pushing into. I guess if I was Lightning Strike, I would be wondering, is Sonya's units in the upper left? I'm going to assume they're in the upper left, so I'm going to push at the bottom. And in this case, he ended up being wrong. They weren't all in the upper left. They were ready to conscious push in the bottom of the map.
he sacrificed the artillery? This artillery? Or does he move it? This artillery doesn't shoot, right? Like,
Not sure if there's any way it can escape.
I think...
Like, it's going to die next turn.
Yeah, it shoot this... Okay. So, I mean, you can move it here into the city and bait a copter, to be honest. Or you can cover this with this one. I don't know.
I do like that Lightning Strike has managed to sneak an infantry onto that mountain, the very bottom of the map, though,
Yeah,
and get vision on one of Sonya's bases. That's great.
that's very useful.
It's probably going to die, but it is useful.
So at this point, what you do with
What
Sonya?
weird game, dude. What a weird game.
Yeah, it's so weird. So
Like, props on Sonya for staying in it despite like so much working against her.
yeah,
And she resigns.
I think
Yeah, I mean,
you have been so much behind on income. Like,
yeah,
let's check the stats. Like, Sonia have earned no, this is Rachel, 259,000 against, I mean, that's a difference of not that much, only
yeah. You think it would be
11,000.
greater. Yeah,
And the
I think that a
KVA,
lot of Sonya's problems just originated with the capture phase and like being down properties for a lot of the game. Like she never captured the property on her side of the map in the center. Lightning Strike did. She
yeah,
was
and
really
also,
late taking the airport. She never got the property just south of the com tower next to her airport. She's still trying to capture it on day 21.
also I think the how you call it, this city and this one, which are the same, are very high priority because they are going to be super hard to capture later on. Because
Yeah, they're a bit risky. I think that it's a very aggressive game, and either the fighting will concentrate around the com towers more often than not. In my experience, that's where the fighting is. But if it doesn't concentrate there, it would be in the contested properties in the middle, I think.
I mean, normally this the game concentrates into one of the com towers, and the other one doesn't see too much action. So the first player that decides to be aggressive is the one that is gonna make that area being fought for. So, for example, Rachel, in turn like 9 or something, she started to be aggressive here. So that lured much more attention, and that made the fight stand here. I mean, they could have perfectly front switch, but they fought for this com tower all the game. That
Yeah.
at
I
the
think
end,
another thing that Sonya needed to keep in mind, and everyone should keep in mind when playing this map really, is like Sonya's side, on her side of the map, her weak side is the upper left. And it's a weak side because it's difficult to concentrate an infantry mass there. And because of the way that Sonya played this game, she just ran so infantry dry that she took forever to capture the airport and ended up with one neutral property that should have been hers, just because with some early recon aggression, Lightning Strike cleared out the infantry or zoned it away. And yeah, she didn't really have a response for it.
yeah, and basically also, if you want to bring vehicles into this area, you have to eat double forest. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the other hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you reach this com tower earlier than this one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you reach this com tower earlier from this area, so you are near. As you can say, this is slightly worse for you to reinforce. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. We are getting delayed too much. We always drag too much about this. Thank you. Bye bye.